While the article I'm referencing doesn't outright say that you can't get eye herpes from using a VR demo unit after multiple people, there is still the chance, and though very unlikely, it is still something that could possibly happen. And as herpes is something that doesn't generally go away and would probably be very horrible for the eyes as opposed to a lot of other regions, I'd have to say that this is something that you really need to be aware of before using VR demo units. Now, the picture I'm referencing is a kind of tweet share that an individual showed off talking about how people are getting herpes, eye herpes specifically, from virtual reality demo headsets that are being used at certain events like E3, GameStop, and Best Buy locations where you're displaying the VR and demoing the VR before you're going to buy it. So basically, you step up, you put the unit on your eyes, and your eyes are resting on the same location that someone else's eyes were resting on. While eye herpes is extremely uncommon, it's still there and it's still a big threat. Even though the chances are extremely slim, it's something that stays with you for the rest of your life. So let's take a look at this screenshot here. Hey Brad, ocular herpes is going around VR headsets, ones that are used to share with people. Game Studio told us it's going around. Have to clean headsets regularly. That's good advice. A dev weighed in. Ew, what the fuck, lol. Another person weighed in. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking herpes like eye blisters? Bro, I got a lot of events, and this is serious shit. Are you using herpes as the generic term, or the actual fucking herpes simplex virus? Dev 1. Well, Dev 2. Better answer the man thoroughly. Dev 2. Simplex virus. Game Studio told us. Unlucky Dev 3 got it. Somebody fucking contracted eye herpes from using VR devices at a showing. So this was inevitable to happen, but they're saying that the odds of this happening to you are very slim, like to the possibility of getting an STD from a toilet seat or something, which again, herpes. And yes, it is very small, but it's still there, isn't it? And you wouldn't want that. Now, you don't necessarily have to avoid using public toilets. Obviously, there's seat covers and you can sanitize it yourself. But the point being that this herpes is real herpes, as they stated, herpes simplex virus. Now, the scariest thing about this is that it is a very contagious thing. There are many degrees of herpes you can have. There are many variations, but this one is kind of the ones that come back and bump up on your eyes. And yes, I have known someone in my life when I was in the army to actually get herpes in their eye. It was a bad time for them, and I feel terrible for them, but if they weren't doing the things that would give them eye herpes, they would have never contracted it, because magically, it can't magically hop on you. So basically, all you have to do is bring sanitation wipes and wipe off the inside of the ocular device real good. Now, the difference I would like to state right now between a toilet seat versus your eyeballs is that while, yeah, your ass is making connection with the toilet, it's not your asshole that is being shoved on the toilet seat, it's just your ass. And yes, viruses can travel around the skin and up the body, same with bacteria, but that's quite a distance it would have to travel versus just shoving something into your eye, which your eye is an opening on your body, and thus it would be 10 times easier to get herpes on your eyes than it would be to get it from just sitting down on a toilet. Now, I'm sorry I had to talk super health technically like that, but that's just the truth of it. If you guys are trying out demo units for VR, you need to be careful. Do not use it directly after someone unless it's been sanitized. And unless someone can guarantee you and sanitizes it in front of you, don't do it. It ain't worth the risk, because thousands of people run through these things, especially at E3. How many people do you think run through those VR headsets before they're done? I mean, and think about it. Just think for 1 second. Would anyone fucking believe you if you told them, oh yeah, no, I got eye herpes just, doing VR. It's not a big deal. You're not gonna have a girlfriend or a boyfriend for the rest of your fucking life trying to get them convinced of that. It's hard enough already convincing someone that you're interesting enough to stay with, that you do deserve a date and a chance out of nowhere, just not knowing you. Now imagine sitting down in the bar next to someone and being like, oh yeah, by the way, I've got eye herpes, but it's not a big deal because I didn't do anything sexual to get it. It was at a VR event. Right. You're kind of fucked for the rest of your life with that. And that's why I did this video. Ladies and gentlemen, you can reference the article. Again, they say it's not that big of a deal and you shouldn't be worried, but I don't know. If someone came up to me and said, hey, by the way, you know, we're going to this event and you might contract eye herpes, you might want to be careful, I'd be very fucking careful. Just saying. Just saying, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have yourselves a great day, and as always, good gaming, and God bless. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. Leave me a like, and have a great day.